Playoff time, baby! Ain't nothing gonna stop us from being world champs. It's time to show the world what we all about.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. And what a mood in this building for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Let's check out the starting lineups. Quick check now at the starting five for both teams. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Marcin Gortat in this one?
You know, when he's the screener in the pick and roll, which he often is, it's a play that works to perfection for this club because of just his ability.
It's a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified for it.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much. Defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team. He doesn't want them settling for outside shots anymore. He wants their points to come at the rim. Look for them to really start attacking that basket. Also, he wants them building a wall around the rim defensively and forcing shots to come from the perimeter, not in the paint. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after the...
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one is on brand. Some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when you finish it with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Complete domination. What a game for Martin. He's got 33 points and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
Here's Cole, covered by Martin. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Allen, and Thompson sends it back. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Cole dishes to Allen. Brand outside. Here's Cole. Here's Lewis. They grab their own miss.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. James checked in for Miami. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Martin with the bucket.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
James against Butler to the left wing. Bosch a screen on Martin. And Cole kicks to Brand. And Gortat with the block. Heat moving the ball around. Good on the shot. And that's now 11 points for Allen.
Well, Allen is the all-time leader in three-pointers made past Reggie Miller a couple of years ago. So obviously you have to worry about him out there. But what makes Allen so good is that he can also put the ball on the floor, get into the paint, and score at that mid-range area as well.
And he really has a fondness for those corners. I mean, you just can't help off of him. Too much of a threat from out there. You've got to stay connected to him.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. His message? I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Now, we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, sending shots back.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
With the shot, and another basket for Miami.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Martin, and it's thrown down hard with both hands. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
And Phoenix making a change here. World Pieces checked in. James, the pass to Brand. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek had to say to his team. He said to his guys, let's get serious about driving the lane and putting pressure on their interior defenders. That's where he sees the soft spot in this defense. He then added a message about getting physical, playing with energy, saying, quote, let's make sure we're the ones dictating the way this game is played. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. Here's James. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Doubled by Cole. Martin kicks to Gortat. Outside, Martin. Shot clock at 6. And World Peace gets it to go on the assist by Martin. Martin's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And the Heat call time here. Doc with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And Miami making a change here. Wade's checked in, and there's the call on Marcin Gortat. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
And they're doing a better job now taking care of the basketball than they did earlier.
Thompson with the bucket.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
And it's good. 10 points for Dwayne Wade.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
Martin with it. Now guarded by Cole. Wade against World Peace. Martin with it. Gortat with the screen for Martin. Not enough on that one as it misses.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
James dishes to Bosch. And the rebound goes to Martin.
Well, it's no wonder he's a bit cold. He's used to getting a lot more shots than he has today.
And that'll effectively take care of Game 2 here in the NBA Finals. We'll be switching venues for the next one. But right now, an important win for the Suns.
Steve, I agree. You know, I think the attitude was very impressive. Clark, you had talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity, and they deserve to win this one.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Doc. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop it. Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Miami's gotten all but one of their three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Wade gets the bucket.
Well, their offense has kicked into gear, but seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, your guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and now, when it's basically over, they finally decide to come alive.
He kicks to LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. LeBron's got it back down to single digits for Miami. Martin with it. Right side, Martin. And the shot is good.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today. And the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and our entire 2K Sports team, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long.